I have access.
Hello. So, what I'm doing is I am tearing my load order down to just the mods. I'm going to keep just the core mods I need to do our shows. Now for you, your core mods may be different, okay? Because your core mods should be the mods that you always want in every game. It could be as few as 10 or 20 mods or 5 mods. It all depends on you. Now for me, there are certain convenience mods I have to be able to do the shows and make it, somewhat easier on me, so I'm not spending hours setting up every show, because I don't have that kind of time. So, and like return to Skoldothan, that's something that allows you to return to Skoldothan. Sometimes I just need to be able to pop back over there and us look at something in Sovngarde. I need to be able to pull up dragons or encounter dragons, even if it's on a low-level character or high-level character. I need to be able to delay these two events, or if I need them, I need to be able to turn this off and maybe encounter those things. But most of the times, I find that I just need to leave these turned on. Most of the times, I find I just need these delayed. So I do that. This is just something that I tend to use with any grass mod, so it's basically a core mod. Now some of these, I'm going to say right off, some of these could be debatable. Do I need this as a core mod? I could wait and add this in when I add in a grass mod. The reason I like this as a core mod is it's very small and it gives me pleasant weather all the time. It allows me to do the shows really easily. However, when I do a weather mod, and we take what we get, and sometimes it causes issues, but we deal with it. This is just to smooth out the sky mesh. That's display enhancements. These things, some of these things like followers, this is just convenient stuff for me. The tailor's measure, being able to change an NPC's clothes if I want, just convenience for me. This is just convenience so I can craft these items. Again, convenience, I can just craft it very easily. Let's see, this is just a nice little, it helps me when I want to take a picture or something, not to have ammo in my way. This is convenience so I can, craft circlets anytime. And then craftable clothing, again, convenience. The no enchantment restrictions is kind of a convenience and kind of a cheat at the same time. It just is. This is just a cheat because I like the blade stats to be higher. If I have a mod that really has something serious to do with blades and their stats, then we would turn this off or remove it, but it's really not a problem. This is just convenience so I can craft the Elven Light Armor and the Ebony Mail. Convenience again, so I don't have to recharge my weapons all the time. This is just me. I like superhuman jumping. Whether you use 5 times or 10 times or whatever, it's all good. Powerful torch, this is just, again, convenience in case I am in a mod that has like a real dark area and I need some light to be able to see and show you stuff. I don't want to post a black video. That serves no purpose. Cheat room, convenience mod, also a cheat, but convenience. Goodies, chest, and spawn any NPC, which it doesn't really spawn any NPC, but it does do a lot. Again, convenience, crafting supplies, convenience. Now, I am debating keeping these 3 items. They're all 3 small, and they're easy to use, and I think I'm going to keep them as a part of my core mod, just so I can have a little, a little fun. And like I said, these are really small. If I bring in other armor replacers, I can always turn these off and get them out of the way, and they don't take up too much space. So this is Ashar's Merchants is convenience. I'm looking at adding a different hair. Let me show you what I'm thinking about. And because here I have no hair mod, you'll notice that, right? I'm thinking about adding Moose's Choice. KS Hairdo's Moose's Choice. Because it has 8 female hairs and 4 male hairs. Now, I haven't tried it out yet, but if they turn out to be decent, that would be a good choice. Notice how small the mod is. I would love to find, I don't know how to arrange or find or get, you know, a decent hair mod that has just, you know, KS Hairdo's Lie is good, okay? It is good. There's no doubt about it. It's good, but I'll tell you, the problem is it's really huge, and it still really only has a couple of decent male hairdos. It really does only have just a few. It's mainly the girls' hairdos that are really good in it. It gives you, what does it give you? I think it gives you an equal, yeah, it gives you 20 male and 20 females, which is fair and good, except most of the male hairdos are just dumb. Now, don't be mad at me. It's very subjective. I just don't like them. There's only one or two that I like, and the one I really like the best is the one I used to use for Porthos all the time. But the female hairdos are great. They really are. They're great. So, you know, just saying. And again, very subjective. I know. So, mind you, this is not any kind of load order video. I'm telling you what I'm doing. So, I'm breaking it down to the core mods. I'm deciding which mods I'm going to carry over to my next game. And I've got it down to about these 60 mods. And I may remove a few more of them, because here I really have some redundancy, but I'm considering doing this and testing this. Now, I'm not sure if this will just totally break my characters or not, but I'm considering it. Alright, I'm just thinking about it. Anyway, so then I got some eyes, of course. Do I need this big of an eye mod? Maybe not, but this isn't very big. It's not very big. Let's see. Are these necessary? No, but I like these two mods, and I haven't seen another mod that really takes the place of them. Let's see. Then we have some little stuff here. Nothing major that I'm going to keep. And that's it. It's basically just these core mods here. It's not a lot. It's about 60 mods. I may remove a few more or add a few more. I may not... Like, I may get rid of this and just use this, because I remember I used to make some pretty girls that way, and this has been good. I've used it and enjoyed it. It's been very good. But I feel like, and it does, now there are some things that if I remove that, there's some things I will lose that I won't have access to. So it's something to think about. But on the other hand, I really enjoyed R246's faces and stuff really a lot. Even though I didn't use the Nords a whole lot, I tended to drift more to the Bretons. But if you remember, I did have a Sif, and she was a Nord, and I did enjoy that. So maybe I'll just drop this, and I'll just go with these. I know, technically, as long as I put R246 below, I know it will still work. Okay, I know technically, you know, R246 would say and be correct in saying that I'm probably causing some kind of trouble, but I've done this before, and as long as R246 is below it, it wins out and I get the effects I want. You know, I still get some stuff from this, not really on the Nords, but on some of the others, but that's okay. I don't mind. I don't mind that mashup, you know, it's just something I have to work through. So is there anything else? So I've got it down to these. I might even drop these two. I really just want to have some very basic mods. I do want to skinny the list down as much as I can. You'll notice I'm making decisions as we go. I want to skinny the list down, and these are going to be my core mods that I'm just going to start building off of and doing shows with. And this also means the current version of LRS is probably dead. I don't see any way to continue her game after eliminating all the mods I've eliminated and skinning it down to like this. But nonetheless, I think these I'm going to keep. I like having the no-tail Argonians and Khajiits. I don't know why, but I do. I like that. Let's see, anything else here that could be... I mean, you could say I don't have to have these, and you'd be right. They don't have to be a part of my core. That's true. I really need to skinny this down. I'm trying. Now, technically, I could get rid of almost all the character mods. but I don't want to do that, and I'm not going to get rid of my textures. I really like my textures. Not that I won't do shows on other textures, but I really like my textures. So we have skinnied this down some more now. So now from about 59 or 58, we're probably closer to 50. So, and these are mainly just convenience mods to help me do my shows or while I'm playing, so that I don't have to stop and charge my weapon all the time, because I know that gets annoying for people. And then these, I mean, technically I don't have to have the Wanderer, but it does keep my, I think for my shows, I think like a couple of these others for my shows, it's good. I think I'm going to remove this and not count it as a core mod. I'll get it when I need it. Whoa, it took a second to delete that, didn't it? So I think we're going to start with these core mods. They're pretty small. And what I do is I take and I make a list of these mods, okay? I make a list of them. I handwrite it, which I hate doing, but I have to. I don't have any other good way of doing it. And then I come back and I blow all my space away, and that does remove all the Creation Club stuff too, which is good, because sometimes I feel like that stuff causes trouble. So I'm going to remove all of that too, and then I'm going to come back and just download these core mods, and then I'm going to start with more shows for us, okay? So this is going to take a little while, and I'll come back and show this to you later. But if you'll notice here, I'm using what? Under 700 megabytes, so I'm not using too much space. What's the biggest mods we have here? And you'll notice I'm not including Botox and stuff, because I have some ideas. I have some plans. I have some shows I would like for us to be able to do, and it's difficult to do some of those shows with that much, you know, with those huge chunky mods there. I really like them. Don't be surprised if it makes a return, but to start off with, I think I'm going to go with these core mods here. And yes, a couple of these are just for fun because I like them, and then most of them are convenience and for the shows, okay? Yes, I know I'm scrolling back and forth a lot, and I'm going fast. Remember, you can always pause the video if you need to. Alright, so these all do certain things that I want or like, and I'm going to keep in my game. I could let this go, but it's so small, there's just no point. So I'm just going to look back through these. I'm kind of going backwards, I know. I'm going to keep this body because I don't really have any other body. I could do just the regular 7 base body, but it's a little bigger mod, and I don't see that I get any more out of it than this. I like this mod, so I'm just going to stick with it. Alright, so I think the rest of this I usually have for my shows anyway. Alright, okay, so I think this is where we're going to be. I've got it skinny down. I got to go make my list, and then I got to blow everything away, and then just download the core mods, okay? So, probably be tomorrow before I finish this and show you the end result, okay? Alright, so thanks for watching for now. Am I going to hook all this up? Well, I'll tell you what, this shows you my core mods, so that's a step, okay? And that's what I mean about getting down to just your core mods that you're going to use throughout all your games, and downloading all of them first so that they're compacted in your mod space. So these will, once I download these will always be compacted down in the memory. There won't be a lot of gaps around these, and anything after this, of course, as I add and remove things, I'm going to create gaps. But at least in these core mods, this much space will be nice and neat and compacted, so it'll help somewhat. Now, if you play in your game, you really use a lot of larger and more mods that you would consider to be core mods, then you'll get an even better result than I do. But still, this is just a way to skinny it down, and especially if you know you're going to replace certain mods and you're getting ready to start a new playthrough, this is one way to skinny down to what are the mods I really want to keep for this playthrough, and get them downloaded and situated first, and then you can add on other mods as you decide to try them or use them for that playthrough. Okay. Alright, so enough of that. This is where I'm going to pick up tomorrow, like I said. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later. Okay, so now we're going to come to Manage Skyrim. We're going to come here to Save Data. And we're not going to delete all. We're going to keep our saved games, but we're going to get rid of this reserve space installed on my internal drive. It's 5 gigabytes. We're going to click that, and we're going to say clear it. Now, we're already out of Skyrim, so it won't matter. Okay, so we cleared it. Now, next time we run Skyrim, it will recreate that reserve space. So that's what we're going to go do. We're going to go run Skyrim, and we'll download our stuff back in.
Good work, Marines!
Alright, so here we are. Now, I've got it down. These are the core mods. I did make a few changes to just my core mods. This is not really a load order show, but just showing you what I did. I decided to do something a little different. I decided, instead of my usual mods, to put in these craftable everything mods and see how they work and if they work well. I'm going to go create a new person, and we're going to start, doing some shows on some different things. So, but here I've just got some core mods. Now, I did throw this in. This is just for my own personal preference. I'm trying this very small hairstyle, see how this works for guys and girls, and see what I think of it. I do not have any NPC replacer in. I brought back R246's work here because I really like this mod, and it's fun to change things up and do different things. Let's see. Is there anything super different here? Not really. These are core mods. Now, I am trying the feminine females here, so that will hopefully set all the females in the game to using female animations. We'll see how that goes. This will not work. Like if I load up my higher level, he's not really real high level, but he's like about 60 something. If I load up my vanilla character and make his game, make a high level modded game, it's probably not going to work, because that game, he will have already met these females. They would already be saved with their animation. But any new character I make should hopefully have Lydia and all these other females, including orcs, supposedly. Let's see. Yes, including orcs, walk like females. So we'll see how that works. So I'm already testing a couple of things, but, I've got to get the show on the road, so to speak. So other than that, though, other than those two things, these are the normal core mods. There's some things I want to test and play around with, but first I'm going to have to go create somebody new. I just thought I would share what I was doing here with you. I guess it's not earth-shattering or all that great, but these are just mods that I find useful in my shows. They allow me to pretty much do the shows pretty easily. And now I'm just going to go, and we're just going to start doing some shows, and we'll add mods to this load order as we do shows until we come to a point where we'll probably call it. Maybe in January sometime we'll go, oh, that's good, we're going to go with that. I'm not always going to have every type of mod in every load order, because sometimes there's usually a lot of new mods that come out, but sometimes there aren't new. See, sometimes there isn't a new weather mod, or sometimes there isn't a new city overhaul or something like that, And city overhauls, from my experience so far, they tend to be very particular and particular. That's probably the right way to say it. So here I have some things that I'm looking at. It's not that. This might be something we have to look at, but this is a CBBE body, and this is a Nephilim. It's a much smaller, I think I think maybe this is just an attempt to give you more of a normal Nephilim body without all the other stuff packed in, so that you can create your own characters. So this might be something we could test right away. And there's this, and I'm not sure what's going to be required here, but I guess I'm getting off track. I'm looking at things that we could definitely take a look at. This has the new Nephilim shape. Okay, so see, that's something to think about. So some things to play around with here, and there's a lot of new things to do, and there's things that I haven't finished that I need to do. So here's the assassin outfit. Let's see, this is a CBBE version. I know there's also a UMP version. I haven't looked at everything. The Golden Saint race. Monster Overhaul French. English. Let's take a look at that. Wow, that's a big mod. 30 monsters from... Okay, this mod also does the mount. Okay. That monster overhaul might be something worth looking at. That's UP1304. They do some good mods. You can't fault them. I do want to look at the cows, the realistic cows, because I would like to see a nice cow texture rather than that horrible, scary thing we have to see all the time. So don't be surprised if you see that. There's just a number of things that I should look at here. And, this is kind of now this has turned into kind of a random update as I peruse. I'm sorry. Alright, so anyway, what I've done is I've got us down to my core mods. We should be ready to get started. I just have to go create a character. I might go ahead and put in like the cow mod and maybe a couple of other things. Maybe I'll do the Nephilim, the new Nephilim body instead of my 7 base body. Maybe we'll try that for a little while and see how that goes. See, already I'm going to start messing up my load order, right? But you have to start somewhere, and we need to get a show going. And I didn't know this was going to be out here, but now that it's here, and I think these are UMP. These are UMP. So what we could do is do Nephilim and do the CBBE version. So maybe we'll just favorite that real fast. Okay, so anyway, let's see. Does this need something else? This needs the Amazing World of Bikini armor, and then this adds to it. Maybe it's not needed to mention, but just in case, this don't have body textures and mesh, you need a CBBE body. Another for the moment, no, okay. This has the new, so here we go. Okay, but I can't tell what this does. This is an expanded. Update the credits. Single-handedly is almost all. Okay. This version has minor differences, just a single fix, adding the respective crafting books to the sets and renaming the armors. Also added Takata Follower as the book guardian. Okay, new add-on sets. Okay, so this adds on these sets. Okay, alright. The chest with all the armors are on the abandoned prison until the books has new covers. Okay. Alright, so there's some things we can do here that I haven't done, and these are newer things, and we can look at some of those, and then we can also look at some other stuff. But anyway, just to get us started, this is how I'm going to go about it, and we might have to look at this monster overhaul. This could be fun. It could be, I mean, this is big. If you do an encounter mod like this, you probably want to go just with this. But Mahal's Monsters turns, that's not the right way to say that. It's usually pretty good. It's usually some good stuff. So, 30 monsters, huh? Alright, so we may have to try this to make exploring fun. You'll just have to give me a chance to maybe download a few of these mods. I'll get them set up, and we'll create a new character, and we'll go start trying some of this stuff out, okay? Alright, also we have some new animations to try out. I'm just mentioning some things I'm going to try to get through. I'm not sure how this is going to work, and I'm not sure where I need to put these. Probably put these below my current. It says recommended use the 360 run walk mod. Now I have that, but I'm not sure. Let me find that again. I'm not sure what that covers or what that does. Yeah, here we go. I did not create this mod. Description converts 360 walk and run mod to... That doesn't tell me anything. So I can't tell what it does. So I may have to try each of these one thing at a time. I'm not sure how that will affect all other animations. You know, we'll just have to try it out and see. And animations can get baked in, so yeah, it could be a problem. But what I may do is just test each of the animations individually without actually saving my game, so that we can see how they look and how they do. These sounded interesting to me. They may be good. And there is this all-in-one here, which includes some sprint in an animation, which I'm not sure. It might be nice. If we really like it, it's a very small mod. And it says optional, but recommended use the 360. I'm not sure about the 360. Alright. Okay, so well, anyway, bear with me. This is my plan to move forward, and I'll try to get some of these shows done here in the next few days. I'm going to set this up and get moving. So this is kind of an update and how I changed my load order. And I know there's some things that I was going to do some shows on that I haven't done, but we'll look to try to get to those. Right now, I just wanted to get back down to a base game because my reserve space was getting all messed up, and it was starting to, well, it was starting to lock up some of my space. Like when I removed Heavy Metal Combat, it didn't release that space back to me, and that was a big chunk of space. And then some of the others were also acting weird. And I think that happens to me probably a little more because I do so much swapping in and out and testing and trying different things. So, alright, so bear with me, and we'll try to have some fun. And thanks for watching, and I will catch you later. Hey, thanks for checking out this video.